Park Rangers arrive in Cardiff sat entrenched in mid-table and with just one win in their last 4 matches under their belt. They also arrive carrying the burden of a far inferior away record than their haul from matches at Loftus Road. They've garnered 15 fewer points on their travels than at home, albeit from 1 fewer game, and they also arrive at Cardiff City Stadium without a win in their last 6 away matches, when conversely they've won 4 of their last 6 at home. What's more significant is the fact that they've more than doubled their scoring tally at home compared to away, 17 versus 35, whilst their defensive record remains an equal split of 24 conceded, regardless of venue. Rangers boast an identical scoring record as ourselves, with 52 netted from 41 games, yet have a far superior record over the past 6 games of 11 compared to City's 5. In fact, they've failed to score in the league 10 times this season, yet just twice this calendar year, and only 3 times since Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank took the managerial reins at the beginning of December. During his 4.5 months in charge, the former Bluebird striker has overseen a haul of 29 points garnered from 6 wins and 11 draws, yet find themselves a further 11 points shy of the playoffs than at the time of Chris Ramsey's departure. Queen's Park Rangers have 2 players in double-digit goals for the season. However, just one is still employed by the club, with Charlie Austin having departed for Southampton back in January. The other is Sharon Sherry, who is a player bang in form with 5 goals in the club's last 8 matches and 6 in their last 11. Fellow summer signing Sebastian Polter is another in a rich vein of form, with 2 goals and 3 assists in his last 8 matches, and it's Massimo Luongo who leads the club's assist chart with 7 on the season, including 1 at the death of last week's dramatic win over Charlton. Defensively, the recent form also shows an upward curve. They've conceded just a goal a game for the calendar year so far, an improvement on their season average of 1.17, while they've also recorded 6 of their 13 clean sheets in that spell. In fact, if you remove February's 3-1 defeat to Fulham and the recent 3-2 loss to Borough, not only do you have a team with a comparable defensive record against anyone in the league of late, but you also have a Rangers team with more than pride to play for in the final weeks of the season. As it stands, their late charge for the playoffs has ebbed away, and more due to the consistency found by others rather than any real stuttering form of their own. They've lost just once a month through 2016 so far, and won 3 out of 4 from late February through to March, including impressive clean sheet victories over both Birmingham and Derby. Yet, a recent 3-game run without a win leaves them trailing the playoff places by 13 points with just 15 left to play for. Head-to-head, it's the visitors who hold the edge, with Cardiff having won just 1 of their last 7 meetings between the 2 clubs. That was through Joe Ledley's header at Loftus Road back in April 2010, which sealed a playoff spot for the Bluebirds. And each of the past 2 meetings have ended in 2-2 draws. Scott Malone's last-minute stunner back in August, and the same scoreline on the last meeting at Cardiff City Stadium, when Jay Bothroyd and Craig Bellamy traded goals with Adel Taarabt, as both sides chased a promotion spot.